6 years ago, I had just ended a relationship that had lasted almost 9 years. Dating again felt strange. Every conversation seemed awkward, and every first date reminded me how much the world had changed. Then I met Emily. She was easy to talk to, funny, and surprisingly patient. Since we'd both come out of long-term relationships, we agreed not to rush anything. After a month, she kept asking me to spend the night at her apartment. I always found an excuse. One evening, she looked at me and quietly asked, "Can you please stay tonight? I really don't want to be here alone." The fear in her voice caught me off guard. "What's going on?" I asked. She hesitated before saying, "Every night around 2 o'clock, someone stands outside my bedroom." I frowned. "Someone? I don't know if it's a person or something else." She explained that for nearly 3 weeks, she'd wake up at exactly the same time and see a tall figure standing silently in the hallway. It never walked closer. It simply watched. I assumed she was exhausted from work or suffering from vivid dreams. Trying to reassure her, I said, "We'll figure it out tonight." She smiled, though I could tell she wasn't convinced. That evening, we ordered takeout and watched old movies until she drifted to sleep on the couch. I stayed awake scrolling through my phone before eventually falling asleep myself. A sharp squeeze on my wrist jolted me awake. Emily's eyes were wide with terror. "It's here." I looked toward the hallway. At first, I saw nothing. Then my eyes adjusted. A human-shaped silhouette stood perfectly still at the end of the hall. It wasn't just dark. It was darker than the darkness around it. I stood up. Emily grabbed my arm. "Don't. I'm checking. It doesn't like that." Ignoring her warning, I picked up a throw blanket from the couch and tossed it toward the figure. Instead of falling to the floor, it struck something solid. The shape slowly stepped backward until it disappeared into the guest room. Neither of us spoke. A few seconds later, a faint whisper drifted through the apartment. The voice was too quiet to understand, but it sounded close, very close. I walked toward the room. Before I reached the doorway, bang! The door slammed shut with incredible force. The apartment shook. Inside, furniture crashed against the walls. Glass shattered. Books slammed onto the floor as though someone was throwing them across the room. Then everything stopped. Silence. After finding a spare key, I unlocked the door. The room looked destroyed. The desk had been overturned. Pictures had fallen from the walls. The window was wide open. Cold air rushed inside. But there was no one there. Not a single footprint, not a single explanation. Emily stayed with me for nearly a week. When she finally returned home, the figure never appeared again. Years have passed since that night. She believes we encountered something beyond human understanding. I still search for a logical explanation. But every now and then, I wake up in the middle of the night, and for a split second, I think I see someone standing quietly outside my bedroom door.